Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod, though we're using the 1.6 version. 1.62 is what's out to the general public now, but we're going to stick with 1.6 to finish out this map. And, well, this is a real pretty map. Kind of looking around here. I don't know if we've really taken the Noble landing helicopter ride in this series very often, or often enough. Zoom out a little bit here. Here's our what are we calling these? Our houseboat marina here, or dock system. Anyway, we finished last episode asking the very important question, what the heck is that? And I got a note back from Crawlyard from Colonial Charter saying that is a container of feathers. Like a sack of feathers, or I'm guessing sack, but maybe it's another term. Bushel is different, but a container of feathers. It's not in the, at least in 1.6's version of this chart here. It looks like this instead. So later that picture will be sitting right there, and that helps you to identify what's in the game by finding the picture. It just failed us this time, but that's what that is. Before I turn the game on, there's one thing I noticed at the end of last time that I did not do that we really should do, because it says it's early spring. And we picked up sunflowers. So sunflowers add a little more variety to our diet, so we want to get that one going while we can. It's a 2-month crop, so it would work in the larger 10 by 17 field, I think, just fine, especially since there's housing right here, and there will be storage right here eventually, so this should have no problem cleaning up by the end of the year. But I don't know how far in early spring we are, so this first time, this is a 10 by 15 over here. Let's go this route for sunflowers, that way I know it'll get done. Then we'll, if I remember, we'll switch it over to a larger field later. But let's take that down to 1 employee, add 1 more, turn on work. Okay, we'll do that again. Now we're happy. And farmer or labor pickup is set so that the farmer can just go, let's see, this way as fast as he can and not to get distracted, and the laborers come back later and pick it up. And that works great. So turn that on. Let's see here. I know we were working on the new warehouse system right near the docks, debating whether it goes over here like this one. Just kind of a nice layout, except that I didn't like the way it blocked the back door. I should have, well, I couldn't in this case because of the river, but it'd be nice to kick this in back here next time if we were to do that. Or we could just see, I'm thinking it would work best right up next to the docks, be the fastest travel time, but we do have this guy here. This one potentially will use the warehouse system as well for storage. This is the general trader, so he'll bring in a little of everything. So closest warehouses, probably pretty even. There to there, or there to here. So he's just going to have to be a little less efficient. Have to go that route. Because I think, I mean, we could put it here and it'll be a little bit closer to him, but it's just going to make everything not as efficient as it could be. So I think we're going to go for right in here. So game is running. In between episodes, I did go through and group up a few more families out of these houses, so I was able to, well, if they remain that way, I've got 5 completely empty houses, and all the couples except for 1 single have been joined together in holy matrimony. We'll see if we get any more babies out of it. But we do want to get nomads coming, so we're building some infrastructure to get over to what's going to become our city. So I'm thinking that a town hall right here at the entrance to the city might be a good idea. And that, plus a hospital, which we put in over here, is the, I believe the requirements, a school hospital and the town hall. I think that's all that's needed to get nomads in. I might be missing a step there, but that's what I recall right now. Alright, seeds. Now we're looking for cotton. We could do wheat. That would definitely fulfill our need for a grain. Just in case sunflower, I think we determined last time that it truly is a grain. Yeah, it's in the grain category. But wheat is definitely something we could play with as well. We're running? Yeah. eggplants, sorghum, which would count as also, field onions, peppers, and wheat seeds. Glance at my chart here. Wheat, how long does it take you to grow? Wheat is a 3-month, so that would have to be a smaller field. Sorghum? Sorghum, there you are. That's a 2-month. I'm trying to remember what is with sorghum. I know it can be ground into some kind of flour. I think it can go to the baker. I don't remember really spending any time with this in Ramblington, so I didn't really learn it. So let's learn it. Can we do it? Let's find out. Let's just click that right there and see what we can come up with over here. We still don't have any furniture moved this direction. Our only have one guy working. That's right. That's one thing I learned in Ramblington, was that this trader here did exceptionally well, and these little ones always seem to be behind the curve. Like there was just something different about them. I always had to have more employees in these than I did this to get the same amount of work accomplished. So I'm thinking, well, don't really have that luxury, do I? Soon we will boost up the labor in these guys. Got to get some kids out of the oven over here. Where's our school? Got 10 cooking. That's good. We're gonna make it. No problem. So I do want to try to get the sorghum. So we've got potentially 800 sitting there. Survival coats is probably where we want to go with the majority of this. I really wanted the furniture going, but we're not going to fill furniture until we have refilled all that we spent last time. So that's the issue. It goes in order that it lists here. So it is right now. The game is now bringing us all of the survival coats first. So let's put in 81 survival coats and see just where that lands. Because math's not something I really want to do right now. We'll do all 200 of these. And I don't think we get enough. 140? We kind of don't. So let's boost an employee here for the moment. There we go. We'll do that. And let's see, are we confused? There we go. We'll let this run for a little while. Let's let that happen. What was that? We had another trader show up. Oh, right here in front of my eyes. Didn't see it. Silver bricks and copper ore. No. I don't see any need for that at the moment. So we're going to say no thanks to you. Somebody's without a house. So when I rearranged them and they all found houses, somebody decided he didn't like my arrangement and left. You're done. You're going to sit here for a little while. We'll come back to you. I really want to get those seeds. So warehouse system needs to go in. We got the corn going, and we're planting. Oh, not corn, sunflower seeds. Yeah, and we are planting. Great. And the other issue was really just getting out over here this time. Okay, so let's play with the warehouses, and then we'll go back to the farm supplier. He's bringing more goods in as we speak. Look at him go. Interesting. So how do we lay this out? There isn't enough room to get all 5 buildings in a line. Not to get it near here. We've got room out over here. We could do the corner, but I'd like for them just to walk right across. And what is most likely going to come through here? This is the farming. So out of here, seeds, animals, for the most part. So probably not a lot more than that. It's this guy, the industry supplier, that we're going to get the most use of our warehouse system. As well as, there'll be some products out here. If we're going to do sunflowers, we might put in that oil press or something in this area. Maybe some other food industry out here too. But, so really we're looking at the 5 warehouses as well as probably another general warehouse, general storage, barn out here. That would be a good idea. That way these farms can drop off even that much faster than having to walk in, especially when this guy gets full. Though we do have this place here to drop off too. That's convenient. Okay. I'm thinking the 4 little ones right here. And then maybe the 5th one, the material warehouse, will be right here at the fork of the road. Maybe we'll jog out another road this way and kick back for whatever's over here, and it'll just be a nice symmetrical area. See what that looks like. So what is first? I'm thinking we're going to be buying a lot of potentially logs and stone. That's what we always seem to never have enough of. Maybe iron ore. So iron ore would be materials. Logs would be logs. Stone would be stone. We could probably be pulling in coal through here. That, I believe, is materials again. Probably not a lot of fuel that's going to be coming through here. We do need to have the potential for it. And we're going to eventually kick a road. There's something to think about. We're going to kick a road up into here. So if we split off over here and come straight up, put the road right in this area, that would look okay. It wouldn't really need to be out here. Yeah, that would look fine. That would give it a purpose for that road too. Okay, so warehouse systems over here. That tab there. Let's go in with... Let's put the two we're least likely to use first. Let's see, that's an R. There, and let's kick it back a bit. Maybe we'll double that road up in there just for looks, more of an industrial zone. So there or there. See, that's 1, 2, 3. Let's see, I'm starting from. Let's leave the space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That lines up pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go there. Alright, so that is fuel, iron, stone, log. They call it wood, but log's the only thing I've ever seen in there. Even the hardwood is a material. Lumber is a material. Firewood is a fuel. So I wish they would just rename it to Log Warehouse. Unless later on there'll be other choices for the concept of wood that do qualify, and it's just holding a space holder until then. All right, so this guy, we hit the corner red right over there. So that's corner to corner. That looks pretty good. We're never going to center on this because we have a double door in the front and a single road. And that apparently is an issue. I was talking to Crawljurg and he was discussing the idea of a double bridge, and it sounds like the barrier that he's hitting is that the game is designed to deal in squares, single squares. Whether it's to one side of a square or center of a square, it doesn't really have the concept to work between squares. So trying to center something onto two different blocks is more of an obstacle than you and I would realize. So it takes a lot more thought than just saying, yeah, that'd be cool, let's do that. So he's working on it. He likes the idea, but it's going to take a little bit of thought to figure out just how to pull that off. Alright, so let's see what we can pull off here. I think we may have it now. In fact, we have another 200 herbs. How are we doing on herbs? Let's leave those for the moment. Survival coats. So that gives me, let's see. We have furniture in place now. Oh, let's go that route. Yeah, that's what I want. Furniture is where we have a little bit of leeway. So what are we looking at here? Another 105. And these are going up in 22s. So if I do 5 more, how close does that get us? Over by 5. So we'll call that good enough. Give them a bonus. So that gives us these sorghum seeds. We will trade and dismiss and say thank you very much. Alright. And no, I didn't ask him for cotton. It'll come when it comes. We have plenty to do. We don't need to be... I was going to say we don't even have an employee to run a cotton plantation right now, but actually at the moment we do. In fact, we do. Let's leave the employees up on these two. So I add one more employee over here. Do that and do that. Okay. 2 and 1. What you got for us? Buff coats? No, thank you. And that takes care of the traders. That takes care of the warehouses. And I don't need to see these build. It doesn't add employees or shuffle our labor around, so that's fine. You guys are maxed out on reeds. How are we doing on storage nowadays? Can we continue to push that up? We're decent over here. Got a lot of reeds right here. Storage. How is this guy's usually maxed out, and he's about there again, which hurts this one because he would be the natural market to draw and keep this thing down. So, maybe we'll get another market here real early, and that will also be drawing out of these areas and kind of pull all this stuff down and pull it this direction. That might solve that problem. Are you guys still moving through the land over here? Let's see. Food's at 28,000. Still doing fine there. What's our population? We were at 66 last time. Beginning and end of the episode. We're at 72 now. That's good. We're catching up. We're gaining some ground there. Bridge is in over here to a place we ended up not using. And this bridge is in as well. Good. Let's go ahead and drop a road in there. Do need to get started on stone road soon, but we're really low on stone. So when we start trading for stone, then that'll start to happen. But I want to get a place to store it first. So step by step, it'll all happen eventually. Let's think though about more food-like storage over in this area, just to maintain kind of close to each field. These two are dropping off there. This group can drop off here. One over here would allow a little bit of pressure off of this guy. So let's do another. Is this the best way to go? Let me think about that. We do have things like the bank barn, but that's not viable in this area. We've got the magazine, but kind of don't think that's going to look right on a map like this. This is a small little community. That's more of a large industrial area sort of storage in my mind. So I think I'm going to pass on the magazine for this map. I think we'll just stick to something a little more. Well, there's our dry goods. What does he look like? Okay. Dry goods. That's like rope and fabrics and kind of the products that are made from the raw materials, in a sense, for some of the raw materials. Clothing. I don't think it's really going to help us as much over here. So let's go to our barn. And exactly where? Here. Here. Probably do the most good right over here somewhere. Is there any reason to punch this road through? Oh, he is through right there. Okay. So that's just a jog. So we can use that jog. Okay. I know he doesn't fit here. He and the salt box don't like each other when it comes to space. Unfortunately. Because that's what I wanted over, I guess, here. I wanted the salt box right there and I couldn't do it. So I kicked him over and we can't put him there. And there's really no reason to have them side by side in this case. There's just not that much demand. We are in autumn. We are harvesting. This one was a late start. Trading post. Okay. Do we move him here now? No, we gotta wait. Wait till the last harvest is done. We don't have to have a farmer station here to get them to pick up the foods. The laborers will do that anyway. But we do need to have him there long enough to get that last sunflower harvested. So we have a trader there. Okay. Firewood, silver ore, and gold ore. Don't need any. Okay, dismiss you. Save our supplies, a few supplies we have, for what's most important. Okay. Alright, so let's put in that barn. And I'm thinking it's in this area. Exactly where, I'm not sure. I believe they load in from the arrows aiming into the barn. They pull out from the other side. That's the impression I've always had. I've not taken the time to really stop and look at that again. Can't really tell. Well, I can. There'll be a. Well, no, he's the other model. Okay. Well, let's find out. Let's just do this one and see what happens. Try to remember to come in here and take a peek at that. So, are we doing everything one step in? We are. Except for there, we missed it. Didn't have the space, that's why. Okay. But one step in. we'll do that. Okay, you're there, and it'd be nice to upgrade you as soon as you happen. So we'll leave that one out so we can see it. What have we got here? You real? Yeah, fuel is real. Iron is almost. Okay. So storage is happening over here. Crops are coming in. Food count is remaining for the most part stable. Most of my empty houses, I believe, were off in this area. There's a single. Huh. I'm not seeing any except for the... Well, there's another single. We're actually doing pretty good. Let's check out this one and this one. So a third single. And then we have two over here. Come on. There you are. Well, we have three singles and no empty houses. So we are filling this in. So most housing issues, most population issues with patience will work themselves out. The game self-balances. It's only when you're running it at a speed where you're kind of going at it impatiently that you don't get to see that happening. But the game does self-balance. I never get too worried about population issues. I mean, it's not good to have a bunch of empty houses, but eventually they make babies, they pair up, and they fill them in. Just got to have the patience for it. All right. Food is still good. I'm just wondering when we want to finally turn on this other gatherer. Is that the gatherer? There you are. Let's put one person in there. They're not going to be super efficient because we don't have any housing out over here yet. Take you down to 1. Add another employee. There we go. And work. Okay, down, up, there we go. So they're going to probably live here, and yeah, this whole area is not that efficient yet. I need to add houses, but you don't want to add houses when you've got a bunch of empties. So we're finally getting to the point where we can start putting housing back into places that are necessary. So this is probably one of the next areas that's going to need some housing options added. Plenty of houses here to handle farms in this area. This did get done, so let's turn this one off, turn this one on, and make it sunflowers instead. Pick up right there. Okay, that's good. That employee will transfer over as soon as they become less confused. So, question is, do we want, when we can afford to, that's 2 crops of sunflowers. That's probably the first crop that I would have a reason to double up on. Okay, so this farmer instantly moved over here, and this is the one that's now abandoned, but again, they'll sort it out here in a little bit. Oh, farmers, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're fine. No, we're not. There's the issue. Bingo. Now we just have one that's confused, and if I want to short circuit that, I can just do that. No more confusion. Alright, so that sorts out the farms. Well, kind of. These do clean up awfully quickly. This was a 10 by 15. This was a 10 by 16. That's a 10 by 17. Let's move the 15 into the 17. They're all 2-month crops. They're all the same temperature ranges. So turn you off. Turn you into turnips. Take you down to 1 employee. Labor pickup. Down, up. Alright. So now we've got our 3 largest fields up and running for food, with enough storage and housing immediately nearby to make the larger size function. So that is good. You are the candlery, the chandlery. That is always an odd word for me. And you are simply out of beeswax because we really need 2 of these guys up and running, or else at least 2 people in this one. I'm still at the kind of at the bottom of my barrel here. I don't want to go below the 4 and 2 if I can avoid it. But let's give our 2 builders doing 12 jobs another job to do. We did add the roads in here. They haven't gotten to one of these squares. Whatever happened over here? Did we ever see this one finish? We did. Okay, that got done. And that That merged really good into the ground. I like that. Didn't need a staircase. This end over here looks good. I like the stairs on these things. They do look good. That one as well. We could have docked in. It probably would have merged right into that, but I like the way that looks. This one did well. Okay. So pathways are all good over there. Do want to fill in this and do that, but let's let this building build first. Are any of these being used out of curiosity? I would really doubt it. In fact, that would give us a reason to... No, we have already, for the most part, shut down stockpiles, except for that one. What is over here? We've got material. Bricks, coal, furnace fuel, and iron ore are all material. This was a general which would take anything, and the reason for that is we didn't have the other warehouses nearby in case something else came in out of this that needed to drop generically. So that probably is a good thing to maintain. Don't know if we'll maintain it in that exact spot. We'll see. Maybe a little closer right in there would be good. But yeah, I think that's one of the few stockpiles I would want to keep. Short of putting in another warehouse system in this area. Which someday we might. But it's not a necessity right now. I keep glancing over at the food. I want to turn these on. But we still have more food than we can eat. Could put a second one in though. You're the storage. Be nice to get a still going. That would be nice. Rice, we have lots of it stored. We could put the still in without adding another rice paddy at the moment. Let's go that route instead. Now, I kind of like this arrow that's formed here. Kind of resisting building anything right in there. This is all taken up, but I'm thinking that there's a space left. Boy, it will not show me a square, will it? Okay. There might be a space right in there. Can I get a rice still in there? Themes, docks, and that's probably under housing, right? It is not. Okay. Right there you are. Rice, wine, still. You are a skinny one. Okay. And you connect from this side. So you would function well right there. And you're the right size for it too. Like it was meant to be. Now this guy, we'll pass over that. Where are you? Right there. Distills rice into wine. People gather here to drink and to be happy. The rice wine still functions as a small storage for all manner of luxuries that people will enjoy. So this will actually work as our tavern for the moment. So get a double function out of that. This will require an employee, so let's keep that one up and going. Don't need that anymore. Let's go see... Hello. That wasn't what I clicked on. See who arrived. What have you got for us? We really could use... Wow, we could use iron. We got to go get some, even if we don't have any here. And another trader, and another trader. Boy, they're all hitting us right now. Joyce, hardwood, and fancy homewares. We don't need any of those at the moment, so we're going to say no thank you. And we'll pop into this one and see what he's brought us. Unless it's cotton or... Cotton? No. So I'm going to say no to that at the moment. Pepper, bean, red mulberry, which is a fruit, wheat, and broccoli. So no thanks. And back for that matter, I'm going to do that. We're stocked for the most part. We've used all of our herbs. Okay. Yeah. Let's bring those two employees back out of there. We'll find another use for them. So we have one more trader. Let's go that route. Frisian cows. That's what I'm talking about. Frisian cows we want. And how many do we want? We're not going to touch the herbs. We have tapped ourselves dry. In fact, we should probably pull 50 herbs back out of there. Bone meal we'll tap for what there is. What are our choices here? Survival coast, they will not take foods. That's why you need a variety in your traders. Some will not take certain things. You can have a whole trader stocked to the brim with stuff, and have a merchant come in and say, So let's see how far we can go with these survival coats and this lumber. What is our option? These are 1,000 each. So I'm thinking we're going to go with 2 breeding pairs. We'll go with 4 of them. And what do we want to pull back on? 250, that's going to bankrupt the town almost. So let's pull back at least 1 click there. Lumber, we'll pull back a click there. And let's see, 185. I pull back 1 more, so I need 115 this direction. So what can we... I'm just looking at this guy right here. Where are you going? Be nice if some more... Well, really, all of our choices are things we don't want to bankrupt the town from. Okay. So, 115. How do we get that back? That's 90, 105, so 6, 7 of these. And that leaves us with 10. So, we will go 3 of these. Alright, that does it. We've got Frisian cows. Tools are low. Ah, that's right. That's next on the list. Get the tool industry going again. Trade and dismiss and set you up with Frisian cows. This is the one I want. And put an employee back in there. Just 1 for now. Turn you on. And I like the employee last. Okay. We have the potential of 10. I believe 10 is the minimum you need to split. So that's good. We have no iron. So first thing we want to get going is the smelter. So we pulled those 2 employees back out of there. Let's get them employed here in the smelter. Turn you on. 1 employee. Yes. Furnace fuel and iron ore. Let's just check that supply chain here real quick. 72 is now 75. We're growing. Iron ore. It's almost 700. Furnace fuel. Almost 700. Furnace fuel is also turned off, so we've got to remember that one. As we get more laborers popping out of the school, we need to get those going. So no point in turning this guy on just yet. And we're going to need coal going too. So we've got 3 things that we need to get moving here. We need stone. That's right. So we need iron ore, which requires furnace fuel. This guy. And we need coal, which requires the mine. Coal in stock at the moment, though, is 156, and nobody's using it. It's not been queued up for any of our industry. So it's all available for the moment for the smithy, for the blacksmith. So really the next issue is the blacksmith himself. So we'll just wait till we've got... Actually, he could be gathering what he does have available. Logs and coal. So let's go ahead and turn him on. Right there. There's already somebody queued up because who else is a blacksmith? Oh, he is a blacksmith. Right? There we are. Yeah, 1 of 1 and 1 of 1. Yeah, okay. So these guys are blacksmiths, just like this guy is a wood chopper. Just like this guy. Same symbol. Right there. Okay. So, down to 4 and 2 again. We need to get coal coming. We need to get furnace fuel coming. So, keep those in mind in case I forget about it and next episode need a reminder. Otherwise, stone. That was the other thing that needed to be done. In fact, are we waiting? We're waiting right there on stone. Okay. That's what's up. Rice planter does not need stone, but this does, and our builders are locked over here waiting for stone. Ah, okay. That just sent the builders to here, which is going to be waiting for stone. Pause you, which should send the builders, not the planter, which should send the builders to here. There they are. And that needs iron. We're out of iron. Ha. Pause you. Okay. Nope. We're iron positive now. Okay, so you can continue. So let's think about this area, and in the process grab all the stone. There's our source for the moment. So stone, I want first to put in a stockpile. Make it a general one because we're going to pull logs and other things out of here as well. Let's just kind of grab this swath right there. That should be enough to do it. Let's queue up some stone. And iron? No, let's just do stone at the moment. Let's do one project at a time. That's probably enough. We have 4 laborers doing the job. Farmers are busy again, so they're not contributing. And you guys are actually employed. You know what? You are employed. Pull you out. Now we have another laborer. I want to leave there. We can pull out too. He's not doing anything at the moment. Though he artificially is a laborer, I want the ability to specifically say you do this. So that gives us 6 at the moment. The school has still got 10 in the oven, so we're fine there. Alright then, so we're going to move a road into here. Are we ever going to double road this? I don't know. I really don't know. We can't put a road there unless we build up. Would it look weird to have a dock here turning into a road there? I don't know. Had to shore up this area to get the big carts through. I don't know. I'll think about that. What would they have done in that situation? But let's kick this road into here, give us a quick path to move through the area. And in as far as there. It doesn't look like I'm crossing any paths. You don't want to queue up a road accidentally into these red spots. I'm pretty sure that's what gives you the dead cells in the background later, the random red marks that you can't get rid of. So real cautious about queuing up resources being taken out and then put a road through it and kind of intermix the two. I think that has been the situation every time that I've run into that problem. That's my guess. Town Hall. This guy. And with this, I believe we're going to qualify for nomads. Where do we want to put them? For that matter, do we want to intermix this with those right there? Let's wait a year. Let's let this get cleared out. We've got 5 laborers at the moment. We've had a death. We're going to start seeing stone. Actually, the stone is probably immediately going into the building sites. 51 and 56, yeah. So, wow, 56 stones to build this guy. There's a lot of stone there. What's he look like? Yeah, he's a stone building. That would make sense. Okay. So, I'm going to glance down at my notes here. Actually, that pretty much covers all that I needed to do. Where do we go next with this? You are a gatherer. Why have you got a question mark? 2 people are all working at this other gatherer. That's why we have a question mark. Dudes, that's not what I told you to do. Thank you. Alright, you, hunting cabin. We can get that turned on. Right? This guy, we have an extra employee. And that's probably pretty important. Let's get that happening. We've got the coal to do, we've got the furnace fuel to do. But we don't really have, though happiness is doing pretty good, but let's get this influence going. So let's add an employee there. That satisfies it, right? Yeah. And it's our only choice. So turn him off. And so we've got the cemetery, I believe, is kind of a source of happiness in the sense that their loved ones have a place to go when they die. This is a source of happiness. The town hall, I believe, will be one. And we have not built a church, have we? I forgot all about that. That's got to get in here somewhere. Where to? Let's pop out here a little bit. Sphere is right here. Cemeteries. Hospital. I kind of like right there. Let's see what'll go in there. Got the school, and in my mind that kind of satisfied it, but I forgot all about the church, the little chapel. That is important. So that would be town, be right in here. So this is the parish house. That's the small one. This guy is beyond what we can handle. So that answered that question. Question is, what pathway? This is the pathway we're going to be taking to get into here. Let's work on that pathway real quick. Then we'll know. I want to come out of where? It really isn't an obvious main street here. No matter how I look at it. That's probably the closest thing to Main Street, huh? And that does need to be doubled up. In fact, we moved all the buildings to do that. Let's go ahead and put that in just so that it's remembered that that was the point. We'll do something like that. Well, at least to that point there. Let's delete that one. Okay, at least to there. Need to get out of either this corner or this corner to this road over here, so we can get a main pathway through the town from the city. That's what I need to determine before I drop. I'll tell you what, let's build the church and we'll just work around it. You'll go around the corner there somehow. Okay, so church is there, this guy. Parish house. Go from this direction. Trading post. Trading post. Oh, it's yelling at me. Well, that puts the front of the buildings lined up. Let's kick a space in between, and we'll do that. That will need an employee when it happens too. We are very close to getting enough stone in there. We have stone stored. That's hard to say. We're doing good on firewood. Our fuels are fine, which means this guy is acting as a laborer. This guy is acting as a laborer right now. Rope has 0 of 1. We have 1 too few employees in this system. That's interesting. If I were to turn off a read... No. Am I reading that wrong? 0 of 1. 7. There's the symbol. Same symbol. Yet I've got somebody not employed. Zero of 1. Oh, we're not turned on. Oh. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Let's make more rope. I didn't realize I turned rope off. Okay. All these are off. That's right. So one less read will be fine. Let's not make it this one, though. Let's make it the one furthest away. Well, actually, storage is right there. This is the furthest away from storage. Okay. So now we do have 1 too many employees, right? Yeah, your furnace fuel. No, I'm confused. 2 of 2. How many jobs do we need? Let's go this route. These are dock workers. 7 of 7, that is correct. Okay, and that one finally figured out his confusion. Okay, so get ropes running again, and we will put a little break on the number of reeds since we really are maxing out anyway. That adds another employee to us. And I was just thinking, we have enough rope to do a bunch of upgrading right now. Maybe we should get that going. At least, say 2 of them. It doesn't require anything but logs and rope, and we have enough logs to do 1 and still have some left over. Okay, so we'll do just the 1 over here. Leave that up as a reminder. We're still not getting... Oh, we're paused. That's my fault. We do have the supplies now. There, here, we do have the supplies. Oh, that's that one. Yeah, we do. and 3 traders waiting for me. And here, Parish House is building, was building, until I turn these back on. Okay. That's good. So, him, I think of what I'm leaving undone right now before we end this episode. I got 3 traders waiting for me, and we have not placed this yet until this got cleared out, and it did. Let's place that real quick before any more time goes by. I'm not seeing any more yellow in this area, so I think this is our spot. So here, that guy. I think we're clear of any obstacles. We can kick it in 1 and make that happen. This, I don't believe, will have any employees, but it would be nice to see that actually finish and go and take a good look at it. Alright, let's do some traders and call this one done. You have brought us stone. At a cost of 7. Okay, I want to think this one through. What do we actually have left in our supplies, in our town inventory? So as far as herbs, we were hurting. We only have 5 left. Yeah, we're not going to touch herbs for quite some time. Unless we take these down to 100 per. I'd rather just leave it like it is and not use it, and then later have it available and it's already brought over. Okay, we'll do that. Survival coats, we have 171 to play with. That's all. Lumber. So, L. Is it just me? By name. Inventory. Log. Oh, there you are. Yeah, it was just me. 162. It's 162 and 171. So we've got... Boy, I don't really want to tap either of those. We need to get more furniture into this one, too. Furniture, you over here. F. Right there, 93. Well, that's 350. Let's go ahead and do it. And we'll try to disperse it amongst these. Let's put in, well, what's a click up do? Is that a 20? That's a 20. So 50 out of here is 6. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go back to 10. I'm trying to figure out how to make that actually work out so we're not giving them a tip this time. So if I were to take this down to like 18, and then up by 10 more, that works out. Okay, we'll go that route. So that gets us 50 stone. Don't need the other 2 right now. Trade and dismiss you. You are this one. Brought us tinned vegetables, whole components. Oh, I do want whole components. Trade. What am I looking at here? Oh, I moved over. I was over here before. Okay. I thought I was clicking on the one next to the one I already had. Here, we've got all kinds of things to sell. Okay. Whole components I want. I need 10 of them to get the whale... the whaler, I will call him. I don't remember the exact name of that building, but I want to get him up and running and get the whale blubber coming in. Make it a little easier to make our lamp oil out of it. So we need 250 for that. We don't need grapefruit, not particularly. We've got other fruits available. Okay, so 2 of those we need 250. Best way to do that is we do have the second gatherer going, so gathering goods will be abundant soon. So let's take it all out of blueberries. 250. And maybe foods are what we need to move into some of the other traders. Get some fish and figs and whatnot into these others. That'd probably be a good balancing there. Okay, that'll work. So, click. That's why it didn't come up. Trade and dismiss you. You're done. And last thing before we call this one finished, beef cows. No, we're going to pass on that. I'm liking the meat and the milk, so we're going to go that route. You're done, and we're done. Town hall next time. The last of the supplies are arriving, and they're starting to build them. That's all looking good. We're going to start upgrading our dock shanties as the logs come in. And we're going to call this one done. So this has been Noble Rambler. I thank you guys for watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you would. And I'll catch you next time, folks. Bye-bye.